The reason this is an important message is because it's a message that's done right. It is the most proper apology a company can give to its customers, and I just think it's really important. Like, I don't really care about most of the information in here overall. Like, it's really cool information. It really is. Like, there's a lot of cool things. They talk about how they expected us to blow through like the first tier and second tier of content, and then tier 3 was supposed to be our end game. But the real big thing is them just acknowledging their problems that they've had as a company and how they failed their player base. And a lot of it comes down to them just not analyzing their information properly, not using the Korean information the way that they should have, and, you know, not expecting the bots and RMT to be as active as it is. Because, you know, we're Western culture and we can throw money at video games, and we will. You know, it's like a really big thing, especially with people coming from other gacha games like Genshin Impact, where the wallet is king. So it's really cool that they're like, yo, like, this was not our intention. We didn't want this game to feel pay to win. Even if it is, you know, like, if you can buy gear in a game, then it's going to be pay to win. That's just how it is. But the fact that they're willing to be like, hey, like, we didn't really want it to feel that way. Even if it is that way, they don't want it to feel that way, and they want people to be able to enjoy the game. They want people to be able to go through the content how they want them to go through the content. Not, you know, we have to rush. We gotta keep going, because if we don't, then we're always gonna be behind. And this is Argos was the first raid that was supposed to feel like the end game content, part of the Legion raids. And they want this stuff to be the definitive, you know, rating experience for the game. And the fact that most of the player base isn't there except for the whales, it really just weighed the player base down. Like, no one was happy with it. And a lot of people didn't want to deal with it. And they've had a lot of players just kind of fall off. And I don't blame them, because the way the honing rates work in this game, they're abysmally low. It's hard to get some of the materials, and the botting and RMT just made that worse. So it's really interesting, especially they say that they expected the players to be further, and they expected them to be closer to 1370 by now, but even in the Korean data, there was a bottleneck at 1340. I don't really understand why they thought that bottleneck wasn't going to exist in our version of the game. And I just find that really funny. But the timing of this video was really good, because Asmon literally earlier today put out a video talking about his 10 days. He gave them 10 days to fix it, or he was going to show them how ridiculous their game was by whaling in it. And he was going to throw down so he could get into Argos instantly. And I just find it really, really impressive that they were already getting ready to do this, and they were able to put this out as like a gotcha moment, you know? Like, they're like, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, we're going to make it better. Like, they're going to be increasing the amount of honing materials you can earn from casual content, and they're making an event that you can do from pretty much base level 50 that's also going to give you extra honing materials. So this is supposed to help get rid of the shortage of the tier 3 materials, while also allowing players who are further behind to actually catch up to that point. They want people to be able to get into the game, and that's why they're making new events, and they're pushing this out first. They even talked about things people were paranoid about with this game, and one of those things was all the extra jobs. Everyone was afraid they were going to be treated like DLC, and that was going to be the content. And they're even saying, like, nah, we're going to try to push these out as quickly as possible, because we want everyone to be able to play everything, and we want the global release to catch up to the Korean release. They want everyone on the same page so they can update the game all at the same time. And I just think that's really, really cool. And all of this has the trappings of like a good apology, you know? Like, they recognized the problem and they claimed ownership of it. They know they messed up. They apologize for that. And they're even giving us gifts. You know, they're giving us all the gifts that went to the Korean version of the game when the global release, which is really cool. So the week of March 21st is when they're going to give us those gifts. And it's a bunch of really cool stuff. It's a mount, a pet, a new animal skin. Like, even 2 legendary card pack selection chests. That's actually really amazing, because for a lot of people, getting 1 or 2 cards is like the difference between having the best card set for their job or not. So they're just doing a lot of the right things. On top of claiming the ownership of the problem, they also communicated everything that they've been going through, including all the botting and all the things that have weighed them down. And I think that's really, really amazing. Anytime there's open communication between a company and the consumers, you can't go wrong. The customers may shit on you for it. They might shit on you for absolutely having your head up your ass, but at least they know what's going on, and it makes you more likable. The biggest thing that they did with this, the 3rd step of this apology that they've done, is they're fixing the problem. They're saying that they're going to give us more materials. They're going to boost it. They didn't increase the honing rates, but that's okay. If we have more materials, we will have more chances to hone, and they're looking at it for future development as well. They don't want to implement too much too soon. So this is just a starting point. If it doesn't work and the player base is still upset, then they're able to tweak it. And the fact that they're willing to tweak it so quickly, that they're already going to be tweaking it within a week of, this release. The game's only been out for a month now. That's a big deal. That's a really huge deal. And I just think that other game companies need to use this as their guide on how to maintain their player base and how to maintain, brand loyalty. Because companies like Blizzard, Activision, they just don't have that loyalty anymore because they don't communicate with us. They never update anything, and all of their games are dying because of it. And I just think that's a really good step in the right direction for Lost Ark, and it makes me really hopeful for the future of this game. I just wanted to make this video just to, say that this is the proper way to run a business, and this is how you talk to customers and gamers. If this video helped you in any way, or if this excites you, let me know. I want to hear your opinions. That's what the comment section down there is for. Also, over here, there's a subscribe button, and you should press that if you want any more content. I don't know. It was kind of cool at first, and then it got lame. Anyways, that's really it. Fuck. I don't know what to do. I'm losing it. Gotta pull it back in. If you like this, if this is a positive change to you as well, let me know down below. If you're not happy with it, let's talk about it. Other than that, you can catch me live. I'm live most days of the week now. A lie, but maybe it's not. Other than that, I'll catch you in the next one.